So when Claira was born, she was born with arthrogryposis, and so
what is that?
It's a joint and muscular condition. So she has stiff joints and weak muscles, and she was kind of a little twisted pretzel when she was first born. So early intervention came in with physical therapy was our first service that we got. A lot of kiddos with arthrogryposis, everyone's different, but a lot of people see, okay, well, this leg is wrong or this arm is wrong, and they immediately think to go to surgery to fix it. And in an orthopedic world, that's great, but then as we're watching like people with arthrogryposis as they grow, a lot of those areas that are getting surgery can kind of stiffen back up eventually. So physical therapy and stretching has kind of been a new way to look at arthrogryposis, and so to learn those things through early intervention has been awesome. You're being silly. Has been awesome because you can rush into surgery, and it's not that you're doing anything wrong, it's just that's maybe what your orthopedic doctor says. We've been very, very blessed to just stick with stretching and therapies for now because your body's not made to be cut open. It's not, we're very blessed to have the technology to do it, but that's not made to happen. So when she was first born, her legs were all the way up to her face, her hips are dislocated, her knees have never bent. Want you to show your knees? Your cute knees. So immediately you think, well, let's put her hips in place and let's do that. And we have had an awesome team with PT and orthopedic to be like, no, let's just let her grow. Let's see how she develops. Let's see what happens. And it's been a huge blessing. We were able to have a physical therapist come in once or twice a month and kind of just teach us different stretches and things for her to help her open up naturally and not have to do surgical intervention, which has been so, so nice. She has only had to have one surgery so far. But the therapist would just come in and teach us different ways to use our environment to help her, different ways to stretch her and be able to take care of her day to day rather than having to wait weeks until our next physical therapy appointment. They could teach us how to take care of her, And we'd play games. You remember playing games? And practice standing. It was nice to have someone come into the house that knew a little bit more about her condition or even just therapy in general. When you're handed a little baby with special needs, you don't know what to do. And so to have someone come in and show you what to do in your own environment was really, really nice.
How did you use your own environment out of curiosity, like when you were working with her?
We would use use the couches to stand up against or use different pillows to be able to prop her instead of being like in a therapy environment where we're using their tools and their things. We were able to grab a pillow off of her bed and learn how to use that to support her different ways so that we could continue to do it after the therapist left. And it was nice to have her sister around and have it be more family oriented because siblings make her at least participate way more than I think if it was just her and I. When her sister was here, she would participate a lot more. So that was really fun. And then her sister could see what Claira was doing and stuff, and it wasn't like, we gotta find a babysitter and then we gotta go up to the hospital and we gotta do physical therapy up there. So it was really nice to just do it in home. Especially with her condition, the first 3 years are key. It's when they are lightweight and their muscles are growing and they can do so much more. As soon as they hit about 3 and they start gaining more weight, their muscles can't keep up. And so everything that she was able to learn in those first 3 years has been able to stay with her, which has been so awesome. If we would start physical therapy weekly now, it would be a lot harder on her body, where if we could have done it weekly then, we could have gotten a lot more benefits from it. But just what we could get was awesome. It was awesome to get her stronger, get her stretched. Like I said, she was like a little pretzel when she was first born. So to be able to get all of her body to be able to relax and open up and to learn the different stretches to do that and not cause more damage was awesome.
And you mentioned it would have been great if you could do it weekly. How often did you do it?
I think it was once or twice a month. that we were able to get early intervention, and then we were doing once or twice a month up at Shriners as well, which was awesome. After I had been taught what to do, I felt pretty comfortable. I wouldn't have known what to do without them though. Like I wouldn't have even known where to begin. You get a baby that doesn't have special needs and you don't know what you're doing, let alone like someone that needs a little extra help. So it was awesome to have someone come in and be so kind and just help us to even know what to do with our little one. I do think that families do need the therapy services more than once or twice a month. I think it would make such a huge difference. And I know that there aren't families that have as much time as we have and can work with their kiddos. So if a therapist could come in and help, it would make huge, huge differences for little ones. And I think if we were able to get PT once a week when she was little, she'd be all that much better. Like she's doing great right now. But when they're little and they're growing and their muscles are growing and their little brains are starting to understand things, to be able to have those services more frequently would be awesome.